Hello everyone, I'm Floral, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a pastor, so I'm gonna do for you what I do, and we're gonna go through the Ten Commandments as we continue from last week. This week we're on the second commandment. The first week was, you shall have no other gods, and this week is directly connected to it, that you're not gonna make an idol, so here we go. Exodus 20, verse 4. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them, or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Alright, so here we go. This is a bit one to break down, so it's going to take a few moments, but, I don't know, we got a few moments, so here we go. You shall not make for yourself an image. Alright, so here's the thing, okay? Now, it is a different word in the Hebrew, but the purpose is conveyed here. So, in Genesis chapter 1, you see that in the image of God, people were made. Okay, so we're made in the image of God. So why should we have no things of any other images? Well, it's because you and me, well, not me, if you know what I mean, we're supposed to be the image bearers of God. So when we see each other, we should cause each other to worship God, because we say, wow, God, you made that person. So first and foremost, that's kind of what your mind should be going to, is that idea, alright? So you're not supposed to have an image or an idol, because, well, people, we're kind of like the idols that point people back to God. Alright, second part is here. In the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or the waters below. So, you're not supposed to, okay, worship, now this is the key, you're not supposed to worship any item or object of anything that's other than God. So only God gets your worship, right? You shall have no other gods. Now you're not going to worship any images of any gods. Okay? So you don't get to choose something and be like, hey, that's God, and then worship it. It doesn't work. Or put something in the place of God and worship it and pretend that is God. And here's why. I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. Okay? So it'd be like me saying to my wife, you can love me, but you can't love another dude. Alright? So that's essentially what God's saying. Okay? Because idolatry and adultery, they're basically the same thing, if you didn't know. So, the Lord your God, I'm a jealous God. You can't sleep around, kids. You get one God, that's it. You only get to be with him. Okay? So, you don't get to pursue other things. And then he attaches this, concept here, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me. Now, does this mean that no matter who you are, God's going to punish you? Nope, because if you love and serve him, well, you automatically fall into the latter half there. But if your parents or you show God disdain and hate him and worship other things, well, just things aren't going to work out well, right? The punishment for sin is ultimately death. Okay, God establishes that in the Garden of Eden. So understanding that this is the case, yeah, there's going to be punishment you're going to have to endure for rejecting God and doing your own thing and worshiping something that's not God. Because everybody worships. You might not know this, but everyone worships. But showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Right, so here's the thing, if your parents or you worship God, your kids and grandkids, etc., they're going to experience God's favor and love. Now, why is that? Because you're in right relationship with him. If you're not in right relationship with God, obviously you're not going to be able to pass anything positive on to your future generations. So you're establishing a relationship between yourself and God, and because you are walking in the ways of God, you're going to pass that on to your children. They're going to love God. They're not going to worship other things. So God's love is going to go from generation to generation to generation. Alright, so there you go. There's the quick snippet of that command. So why no idols? It's because people, not me, I'm a puppet, if you know what I mean. We're made in the image of God. So, yeah, we're supposed to be image bearers of God, pointing people to God, not to ourselves or other things. And there you go.